Welcome, everybody. Let's get some people in here. Here we are. My weird word flow. I'm so puffy. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. If you're new to my show, I am Chandra Sangat, and I am your modern woman. And I have this new show called Moon Magic. Hey, dude, what's up? Tell me if you can hear me. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Yay. Okay, Moon Magic. So here we go. The next step of Moon Magic. We did our new moon manifestations a couple of days ago, and now we're in a whole new moon phase. And it's pretty epic because adventure and manifesting all of the cool things that come with that. Hey, good morning. What is going on? It's not snowy today, it's beautifully sunny. It's so amazing, you guys. I get to drive in one of the most beautiful places ever. It's seriously incredible. Yeah. Anyway, so, yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's been really nice since we did that new moon ceremony. I feel like we all really entered into a beautiful portal that is going to take us on some epic adventures together on our own. But in any case, yeah, moon magic. So welcome to Moon Magic. I want to talk about what the moon means in its phase right now. So in North America, we are stepping up our game. Yeah, exactly. The moon right now is in the waxing phase, and this is when we have to have courage and faith. So the new moon phase is all about really like dreaming and wishing and putting it out there, and it's just about the dream. This part is when it starts to get bigger and bigger, and why isn't it coming? Why isn't it coming? Right? Like, especially depending on what we wished for, we might have a really intense desire for the thing or experience or the person that we wanted to manifest into our lives. So I feel like the light is like messing with my face. Good morning. Good morning. So the waxing moon phase is about courage, and it's about faith, and it's about continuing to step forward on the journey. And this is a really good time to reread your wishes. It's a really good time to continue to do the meditation that we talked about during the new moon ceremony. And if you're new to this broadcast, if you're new to the show, and if you're watching the replay especially, I think everyone that's on here live was in the new moon ceremony, so that's fantastic. But if you're watching the replay and if you're new, what you want to do is watch the new moon show to get a sense of what I'm talking about, and you can still do the new moon ceremony. So here's the cool thing. You can continue to start new things until just before the full moon. And I will keep you all posted on that because we can continue to have new wishes and new dreams and start new adventures all up until the full moon. It's at any time between the new moon and the full moon is a good time to start things. Once we get over that hump of the full moon, it's better to start releasing because it's like we're going up the mountain and then we start to go down, and you don't The momentum is not conducive to starting things during that time. That doesn't mean you can't start things during that time. It's just not conducive to it. And once you tune into it and you start to flow with it, you will understand and you will have the patience to actually do that. So I think that's a big part of what I want to talk about today, because part of what we did by starting this journey together is to commit to doing something that brings us alignment with the universe, alignment with our inner self, with the source within us, and it brings us into alignment with each other in a way that will give us so much patience, because as we go through the year, we will have wished about everything in our lives. We will have worked with every aspect of our lives. And as we go on in the show, we will get deeper and deeper into specific things relating to how does the new moon relate to us personally. So we'll work on finding out our ascending signs if we don't already know. And based on that, we will talk about, okay, the moon in Sagittarius was in my personal ninth house. And so I'm an Aries ascending, an Aries rising. So it kind of goes along with the signs. So Sag is the ninth sign, and the ninth house is what Sag means, which is actually really intense and powerful. When I started really looking into it, I realized, oh my God, this is it. This is the year. 2019 is going to be really intense. Good morning, Scorpio sun. So as we get further into the show, we will dive deeper into what does each moon mean specifically for us. We'll be able to actually not just manifest with it, but predict our lives with it. I mean, for real. That's the juicy part, right? I have a friend who's a Scorpio sun, and he loves it when I say the juicy parts. I don't know what it is about the water signs. They love the watery words. But anyway, so that's what we'll be doing more of as we keep going, and I have a whole thing planned out. But in order to get there, we need to keep getting thumbs up. We need to keep sharing, and we need to get more people in this. Oh, nice. Oh, I had no idea, Dee. Okay, Scorpio sun. That's awesome. Yeah. I don't have a lot of water in my chart. I have mostly air. I'm a Libra sun, Aquarius moon. I have a lot of planets in Libra actually, and some really hard squares. Not water and not too much earth. I have, of course, my Venus in Virgo. Why though? If you have anything if you know anything, so Venus is the ruler of our relationships and our romance, and my Venus is in Virgo, like Virgo. Why? Like I needed to come and do that on this time around, right? Like, oh my God. How does that work? Exactly. Like I'm a Libra, an Aquarius, an Aries, and I'm fiery and passionate. And then I have this like massive blockage of like, well, if it's not perfect, it's not happening in relationships. And it's really gnarly. having Venus in Virgo is gnarly, you guys. Don't do it. Except if we're born around the same year, like you probably have the same, because Venus travels through a sign for quite a few months and then retrogrades in it and so forth. So anyway, at least it's not retrograde, thank God. It does. I am extremely devoted and faithful, but it takes me a long time to get to, don't do it. Next time around, I'm telling you guys, don't be born when Venus in Virgo time. Just wait it out. It's not worth it. Oh my gosh. But anyway, back to the moon. Back to the moon, because that's what we're here to talk about is, like checking in with you guys. Very King of Pentacles. Interesting. Yes, very much so. I'm like the Queen of Swords or the King of Pentacles, or like the Nine of Pentacles, I think, right? It's like the woman with all the pentacles. But anyway, so check in with yourself in the next couple of days. Today, particularly, the moon is in waxing phase in Aquarius, so it's working on our friendships, our relationships with one another at work, and it's transiting. It could be very social, depending on your life, depending on your lifestyle. But you might notice it being a little more social than usual. And so check in with yourself, check in with where you're at, because the other thing about Aquarius is the downside is you can be giving away too much. You can be too Aquarian in the time of the moon transiting through Aquarius. And as it's building and coming out of Sagittarius, which is a very fiery, powerful sign, it went through Capricorn, which is interesting. Oh my gosh, epic, D. You manifested 3 out of 10. That's fantastic. So that's it, right? So like check in with yourself, and right now the time is to continue to do our reading our wishes out loud, if you kept the list, if you didn't burn it, or reading our affirmations out loud, and continue to do our meditations. And yes, continue to do our meditations and continue to do the manifestation from the point of knowing that it will happen, because we're tapping in to the universe. We're tapping into the energy, and so there's no doing that needs to be had, except now that we are manifesting in this way, what will happen is we will get divine guidance to do inspired action. We will get, get up and do this thing right now, or whatever. It's random things. I get random things like, I've been getting a lot of get up and go to the bathroom right now. And then I get up and go to the bathroom, and then I pass someone in the hallway that I needed to talk to for whatever reason in that moment. And it's really interesting, and it's like, but guys, those are the things, like, as utterly insignificant as call to actions, yes, as utterly insignificant as that might seem, that happening needed to happen for your epic dreams to come true. So nothing is as insignificant as we might want it to be, or we might deem it to be. And the more we tune into the moon, and the more we do this, the more things will continue to happen, and then the big things will start happening. Like, it'll be like, get up to go to the bathroom right now, and then it just so happens that, like, Leonardo DiCaprio is walking in the hallway or something, like, not well, maybe, I don't know if any of you manifested that. I think he's super hot, but I don't think that would happen to me, but then again, you never know. So who the hell knows? The universe works in mysterious ways, okay? Yeah, seriously. So the next thing would be, what the hell do I say to him? Because then I'd be like, oh shit, it's Leo. And then, oh man. You never know. Exactly, you never know. So it's just an example, but it's exactly what I mean. It's like things like that will begin to happen that for you feels so important, right? Because to some people that might be super insignificant, but maybe to you it's really important. So our perception of what is significant and what isn't significant is irrelevant, because we have to follow those calls to action, those inspired actions that are inspired by us continuing to do our meditations and continuing to read our wishes out loud and continuing to tap into the energy. So right now, keep doing that. Keep the faith. Have courage to stay steady on your wishes because they will come true. And if you are inspired to make another wish, make the wish because it's still a good time. It's still a good time to do it. We will get to the releasing part after the full moon. Nice. Oh, thanks. Thank you. So I've had quite a beautiful ride this morning, actually, and it's been nice because I was like, oh no, it's going to be really fast. People usually drive really quickly on this road, like really fast, like over 50 or 60 miles an hour, which is really fast because it's a mountain road, you guys. It's nice and dry today, but we're behind. There's a lot of construction going on, and we're behind a construction truck, so it's actually been really slow, and it's perfect for broadcasting. And I was like, yes, a cement truck in front of me, the one time, right? Like, there you go, like divine intervention to make this happen in a beautiful way, and to make my ride longer than usual. So I can stay on longer with you guys. So, yeah, but let me know if you have any questions, we will talk a lot more about the specific new moon, sort of where they are in your chart, little by little. I think perhaps what I will do next is talk about the next full moon, so that I'll sort of organize the timing of the show so that we could talk about what's coming up. So as we're learning about what does each moon mean for us personally, we will do it as the moon phases are going on. So the next full moon, guys, is April. I mean, there have been so many moons in Leo, and for me, that's my fifth house of romance and children and all that jazz. And why? Okay, with my Venus in Virgo, it's all like in your face. But anyway, so it's like, oh, you thought you were on the right path. Not. Oh, you're rising. That's interesting. Okay, wow. Oh, I know somebody else who's a Scorpio sun, Leo rising. Feisty people, y'all. Leo rising and Mars and Leo. Ooh, Mars and Leo is actually kind of nice. That's cool. Also a fire sign. A Scorpio sun and Leo rising are two fixed signs. So that's very interesting. It's also quite balancing, and if you have some Taurus in your chart, then there you go. So anyway, the next full moon is in Capricorn, so we will explore what that means for each of us. Capricorn is my 10th house of career, so Capricorn. That's cool. Also, Capricorn is, I think, a mutable sign, right? So that's nice. I actually like that combination. That's very nice. It makes you a very balanced person in many ways. That's really cool. But no air, you said. I'm not a balanced person, even though I'm a Libra. I have mostly air and fire in my chart, so it's like I'm extremely intellectual and very passionate, and that's about it. It's interesting. You just know you're Scorpio sun. Okay, so that's the next thing we will do. We will talk about how to get your chart, and I'll do some screen shares so you can see my chart and how to get it. And what you need to know, so in order to prepare, is your birth date, obviously. If you know the exact location of where you were born, I would encourage you to go on Google Earth and find the coordinates of exactly where you were born, because that will give you seriously the best reading for your chart ever. And so you need the date and the time of when you were born, the exact time. If you don't know, then look up your birth certificate. And if you know the exact location, go on Google Earth, find the coordinates, take that down because that's the information you will need. And all of this stuff should be free, you guys. Like, there's no need to pay for getting your birth chart or whatever. Date, time, and place of birth. And for the place, if you know exactly where it is, find the coordinates from Google Earth or Google or whatever, Google Maps, however you find the coordinates. And then we will look at how to get your chart, and you will have so much information. Like, yeah, I've done it for free, but I haven't actually looked at the exact location. So I looked at the general location of the city where I was born, because you can do that, but there's certain websites that will let you put the coordinates, which is phenomenal. I mean, I love it. So we'll do that, and then we will each identify, like, okay, what overload info. That's funny, T. We're going to do this a lot. Repetition. Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh, you don't need to remember any of this. I will probably post like a text post on here to let everyone know. But yes, so we will look at that and then get into where the houses are, and that's how we'll be able to really work on, okay, which house is a moon touching, and we're going to find out who we really are. That's right, guys. But you know what? What's interesting? It's funny, and it's also amazing. I think we're still for being here. I will see you all very soon. In the next couple of days, we'll do the next moon phase, and we'll talk about those charts and really explore. And hopefully, we'll be on tomorrow with Jason for that. So